want to end malnutrition. We don't want to end malnutrition in one village or one country. We want to end malnutrition. I know that sounds brash, but why do it otherwise? There's 130 million people in Ethiopia. 740 kids die every single day. And it's absolutely preventable, and that's our mission. We're going to a mill called Addis Mill. It's about an hour outside of Addis Ababa. Now that we're in this brand new country, Ethiopia, it's exciting, but basically starting from day zero, and we're gonna reach a lot of people here, hopefully. 15 years ago, I started on a journey to end hidden hunger. 2 billion people suffer from some form of micronutrient deficiency. The problem is many people have access to food, but not the right food. They're not starving, but they're starving from the lack of nutrients. We basically identify what are the nutritional gaps in their diet and put those nutrients back in, what's called food fortification. Adding nutrients to the staple foods that we eat every single day, and everybody eats flour. It seemed simple, but there was no technology to do the job. We needed a machine. Our birth and our origin was definitely in Nepal. This is the famous village of Sanku. This area, malnutrition was a big issue. I found a small metal shop, and I got to work literally banging out prototypes of a machine that me and my co-founder, David Dotson, hoped one day would work. I was not an engineer, but I was so proud of every little rivet and every little screw, and I thought I was a genius. I thought I just put somebody on the moon. But what's funny, when I look at each one of these, when I did this one, I said, yep, that's it, pencils down. Oh, that didn't work. Now this one, oh yeah, this is it. And so the level of passion and excitement and energy into each one of these moved it forward. Even though it didn't work, it got us here. This machine is called a dosifier. So we calibrate this machine to run at the speed, to dose at the speed of your mill to make sure we're adding the right nutrients to the amount of flour. Premix goes in here, that pushes it out, and out comes the right flow of premix into your product. We started with one mill in 2015. We scaled that pretty fast to a couple hundred mills in Tanzania. But the problem was huge, and it impacts children, impacts mothers. I was face to face with the horrible effects of malnutrition.
Man,
Walter, my man.
I'm very happy for you to come see the center.
Exactly. I'm so proud of what you do. Walter has basically adopted over 100 kids to bring them into his center that he built.
This is just a little office we have it here.
They come from families of low income that have children that unfortunately have suffered from disabilities often caused by malnutrition. And these are lifelong deformities, and many of these children don't live past the age of 10. Walter lives the real example of why good nutrition, especially for women of reproductive age, especially for kids in the first 1,000 days, critical. And so we met 12 years ago.
12 years ago.
And in a typical government meeting.
He was pushing the technology angle.
Yeah.
I was pushing them to understand the problem.
Yeah. And we've been pushing for over 10 years, and now close to 10 million people in Tanzania are eating fortified flour. It's a lot of people, but this is a country of 66 million. Every time a miller is milling and not using quality nutrients, we're robbing ourselves of an opportunity to save a life. Where's your wife?
She's leading the program for the community.
Okay.
This is the list for 2023 for the children we lose them. And in one area, this is only one hospital.
90 children.
Yes, that die.
The idea of this mission being bringing the basic human right to every kid, I didn't realize that in such depth until I had kids. My family is settled in Australia. I'm on a plane, every 4 or 5 weeks, going back and forth. Hey, my love. How are you? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay, Yaya. 2 more sleeps, okay?
No, it's three for us.
Hey, Leo.
Daddy,
How?
three sweets. And Daddy's home. I give sweets. Toys.
Oh, yeah. My son, as a result of his autism and his sensitivities, he wasn't eating. He'd just eat a little bit of pancakes, basically. That's what he was surviving on. And he was losing a lot of weight. So we started putting nutrients into his pancakes, literally the iron, folic acid, B12, zinc. And now he is happy, he's healthy, he's in school. The exact same nutrients that we're adding to food here in Tanzania, in Kenya, in Ethiopia, I'm putting in my son's food, and they work. What did you have for dinner?
3 pancakes.
Good job. Leo, Daddy's got to go. Daddy's got to go to work. All right, love you. Bye. 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 What makes me even more passionate about this work, having lived the experience of being a father now, is why do my kids get all these things? But what about the tens of thousands, the millions of kids out there? It's made me double down on it. We always knew that we would have to get to an insane scale to solve this problem. So we built the first ever micronutrient blending factory in Eastern Africa. We've always had the goal of reaching 100 million people by the year 2030. All right, Susan, let's put up the latest numbers for Miller's. So 1,129 for Tanzania.
For Kenya, we have 213.
After adding Kenya and running that program for a couple years, now we're going into Ethiopia. Every time you open up a mill, it's one more step to us achieving our mission.
They produce 70 metric tons in a day. Despite how big the mill is, this will be able to fortify all of its production for this line. That's one of it. You can start. Literally a dream come true. When we install a machine, we see that powder come out, those nutrients, the flour, it gets sold to a shop, and that gets sold to a mother. That's when this thing becomes real. That's the work that we love.
You start to feel like you're changing trajectory, family by family. You're giving people the tools from day one to be able to empower themselves to build their own futures. It's a generational shift.
In Ethiopia, we have 163 millers.
Yibsra, how are you?
It's going good. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good. That looks great. I love to see that the DOS fire is working. That's incredible. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
They're up and running, and they reach approximately 1 million people. So let's cross out 163, let's make that 164. Boom, there we go, another million. Checks out, this is good to go. We now have 1,500 mills in 3 countries and reaching about 25 million people. 2 billion people is not that far away.